Hi guys, it's Practical Mommy
and Zen Mommy from My Mommy Manual. Today we were just talking to our children about body care.
Yes.
We thought, wow, we gotta get this online.
Right, and there are, some issues that are more sensitive than others. Like, how do you introduce the subject of body odor?
This is the one Rhiannon asked me. I'm like,
I'm already giggling.
Well, I would just talk about it. Like, here's a couple things I would do. Number one, I would talk about when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So if my child was having body odor, I would talk about, like, if I could smell, okay, she really needs deodorant, or to take showers more frequently, I would probably say, I remember when I was a kid, and tell a story about that age myself. Maybe that I'd never talked to my mom about deodorant.
Absolutely. I just got, it appeared. It appeared on my counter one day.
See, I love to just tell those kind of stories because it opens things up and it gets them talking. So, or I ask questions. So, like, is anybody, at school, can you smell?
Stinky?
Yeah.
Or
and actually, she has a friend, she's 9, who's already using deodorant. So, she already told me that.
Because they do, I think the whole point is, as your kids go through these stages, they hear about it from their friends and they talk about it, they see commercials. But it's a little bit confusing because the commercials are always like way glamorous and not really into the details of why, people
when do you need it, why, and I think already at 9 she knows one of her friends just needs it more. So she has it, she doesn't use it every day. So, I mean, it's really, for us, it's a non-issue. I think it's a matter of talking about it. And I'm lucky because I have a child who will talk.
Okay.
But I imagine if you've got a child, maybe it's a boy or a girl, who is more
private.
And
how do you broach that subject? Or if you haven't been doing this whole time where you've been helping them shower, you've been helping them, take care of themselves, how do you all of a sudden broach the topic? You stink.
You need to shower frequently. It's another thing. So I think depersonalizing it. So either you tell stories, you ask questions, or new family rules. Like we shower twice a week, and it's always she runs twice a week with Girls on the Run. So we would make that our shower night. So you just could have a family rule, like, okay, shower nights are Monday and Friday.
Right, and probably that inspires some why or
because you stink. Okay, here's one. I remember sneaking.
Yes, me too.
My mom's razor.
Like they wouldn't notice.
It was those kind of free blades that you sneak in. Oh, they rusted. I did my legs. I had cuts
from the airline.
No, mine was the double edged. Like you take the blade out. Like not disposable. Really razors. And it was probably my dad's face razor. And
I used it on your legs.
And I came out bleeding, just like cuts all up and down my legs. And I think my mom was like, honey, do you want to, like, she tried to broach it, but it was so uncomfortable because we never talked about anything like that.
And see, I would get in trouble.
Oh, I went in denial. No, I'm not shaving my legs, And she was like, oh, okay. And then we didn't talk about it. Seriously, I had blood. I'm like bleeding out my legs. It wasn't like she bought me my first razor.
And it only hurts.
Yeah. So it's important to talk to your kids.
And I know, like, my kids watch me now shave my legs, so it's not like a mystery, and they ask why, and,
What age do you think, with a little girl, that you would be okay with her shaving her legs, especially if she had darker hair? Darker hair.
Mine has darker hair, for sure.
What do you think? Have you thought about it?
I haven't. She hasn't shown any interest, and I keep thinking, the one thing that I do agree with when my mom finally did talk to me about it was that once you start, you're going to have to keep it up.
You don't stop.
You don't stop. So I would hate for that burden to be on her for, starting now at 8, which seems really young.
Very
and
young.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
So,
I'm kind of with a lot of moms that say, like, protect childhood as long as you can. So a couple signs for me would be, are they asking about it? Are other kids in their class doing it?
Are they self-conscious about it?
And they're self-conscious. Those would be the things that I would look at. If all of those are no's, I would just wait until
and we talk
they're interested.
I have like the hairiest arm, so my kids.
I do.
We'll talk about and there's no self-consciousness about that, which is kind of bizarre. Now that you think about it, you're like, you can have hairy arms, but not legs.
Well, and one of my children inherited that from me, and the other one didn't, and they will talk about that. They'll point it out, and one doesn't like it, and is already a little more self-conscious about it. So if she asked, I would probably allow her to shorten it. You know what I mean? With like one of those, those little buzzers that the boys use to keep their hair.
You do that? You can.
I would. Yeah, you can. Look. See? Let's see your arm.
Oh, no. I've got hairy arms.
Well, I will show you. I got one upstairs. Totally. I only started doing that when my sister had got married and I had to wear a strapless dress. This is like 2 years ago, and I said, I'm shaving these. Not like with a razor, but you just a buzzer. You know, make it short. You know all my secrets.
We just shared.
You know you're starting. You're just gonna start. She's so gonna start. All right. So tips: talk frequently.
Yep.
Open the door.
I think that's really the key to everything.
Yeah. Wait till they ask.
Mm-hmm.
Tell stories about when you were.
And if you can, don't giggle so much.
Yeah. Or giggle. Yeah. Good luck. Let us know how it's working for you, and if you've got any stumper questions that your kids are asking, or
absolutely,
issues.
or share kind of some of their responses too.
All right. Bye bye.
Knowing.